Hours, the Trump administration will pause the federal refugee program indefinitely. More than 1,000 Afghan refugees plan to fly to the United States before tomorrow's deadline.
And at least some of them are headed to Minnesota, but the government abruptly canceled their flights just days ago. As Fox 9's Mike Manzoni reports, the Twin Cities Afghan community now fears what happens next.
More than 1,000 Afghans who helped U.S. troops before the chaotic pullout 3 years ago plan to arrive in America this week, just before Monday's deadline, pausing the refugee program. But that never happened because the Trump administration canceled their flights.
They're all just kind of stuck there. They're in limbo.
Nasreen Sajadi runs the Afghan Cultural Society in Minneapolis, where she and her team help refugees resettle in the Twin Cities.
There was over 1,600 people that were ready to board a plane, and they had been gone through the vetting. Everything was approved for them to arrive, and these are people, and it was canceled on them just like that.
The Biden administration stepped up efforts to help Afghan refugees after the U.S. withdrawal in 2021, but President Trump put a pause on any new arrivals with one of the many executive orders he signed just hours after taking office. Back at the Afghan Cultural Society, they're not only worried about the refugees, they're also concerned about their funding, since most of it comes from the federal government and helps pay for staffers who are refugees themselves.
How do we keep going? Those are federally funded programs, and so what happens if that funding gets cut? It's a scary time, I think, for all of us, and we're just trying to find hope in all of this mess.
And the Afghan Cultural Society's funding lasts until October. If it doesn't continue, the office may have to shut down. In the newsroom tonight, Mike Manzoni, Fox 9.